Hey, I'm George, and I'm here to talk about the new Hyperdrive Thunderbolt 3 USB-C hub for MacBook Pro. This is the best way to add a whole bunch of ports onto your new MacBook Pro with a touch bar. For those who do not, everything you own isn't just USB-C. I got the new MacBook Pro a couple months ago, right about when it launched. It replaces my older mid-2010 MacBook Pro that was a trooper, never died, but it was time to upgrade something new and more powerful. It's a beautiful laptop, super thin, love the touch bar, gorgeous screen, but we're not here to talk about that today. We're talking about the fact that it only has these two USB-C Thunderbolt 3 ports on the side. There's two on each side, and they're great and all, and USB-C is the future, and Thunderbolt 3 is the future, but I have a whole bunch of peripherals I need to use with this, and it's kind of challenging to do that without buying a really expensive hub or dock. And that's what I was looking for. I was looking for a hub or dock or a way to mount this so I can access my mini SD cards, my standard size USB ports, and other peripherals. So enter the Hyperdrive Thunderbolt 3. This is a very small, very lightweight, beautifully designed device that plugs right into the side of your MacBook Pro. As you can see, you simply line it up with the two USB-C ports, click it in, a white light shows up in the front when it's ready to go. It is very, very streamlined, very small, very easy to drag along with me and throw in my backpack, throw in my side pack, satchel, whatever, camera bag. It's great. It comes with all the ports I need to get my work done, including an HDMI port, a Thunderbolt 3, a USB-C, an SD, a micro SD, and two USB 3.1 ports. This is, with the exception of maybe a CF card, which would make my life a little easier since most of my cameras are CF cards, this is the one hub to have, at least as far as I'm concerned. It works really well. It hooks up very easily. Comes with this really nice little fake leather pouch. I'm not quite sure what it is, but it's a nice way to store it, and very, very easy to use. And again, here's the HDMI port in case I didn't show it before. The USB is the mini SD, the SD, and the two other USB-C ports. So you don't lose anything, and you gain a whole bunch more connectivity. The downside to this is it's not huge, but there are a few things that I worry a little bit. The construction of this, while very good, it's so light that I do worry that you could crush it or break it. It looks good so far. It's usually in the case in my bag, so I'm not too worried about that. When you slide and connect it into the actual drive, there's a click, and it's attached. But as you can see, there is a little bit, let me try to zoom in a little. There is a gap between the device and the actual device. You can actually click up and down and hit the ground. It's pretty close to the actual, to flush with the bottom of it, but not 100%, maybe a millimeter difference. That worries me a little bit, but it's not a huge concern. It's definitely not a deal breaker. I just got to be very careful when I pull stuff off. The other thing is, if I have a wire plugged into maybe this end of the device, I worry that I pull this way, that I might break the connectors over here. So you have to be very careful to pull from the back and the front simultaneously to take it off. The other issue is this is supposed to be space gray. I don't know if you can tell from the coloring here, but it's not exactly a perfect match color-wise to my MacBook Pro. Again, not a deal breaker, but it's something of note. That's pretty much it as far as issues I have with it. Again, it could go a little more flush. It could go flush to the bottom, and be very careful when pulling these things out. If I were to rip out one of these USBs over here and pull on it, I would worry that I would actually break the USB-C connectors. Not that necessarily would happen, just something to be aware of. Again, this is the Thunderbolt 3 USB-C hub for MacBook Pro. This is great for photographers on the go. They have to dump photos really quickly or need access to USB ports, so you can dump, if you have a CF card reader, dump photos from there. It's also very easy to carry with you. It fits easily in your pocket, and the price is perfect. You'll probably get it. I paid a little less for it because I got it through the Kickstarter, but I saw it as low as $50 from B&H Photo Video. Again, this is George Coronius from GLK Creative and cultofgeorge.com. You can find this at B&H Photo Video or look up Hyperdrive on the web. I don't know why I was struggling to say web there, on the interwebs. And definitely check it out if you have a new MacBook Pro with Touch Bar or any of the ones that only have the 2 USB-C Thunderbolt 3 ports. Take care.